Hi everybody, my name is Mike. I'm here to talk to you about blogs. As a kid, I played a lot of video games, and blogs come in a lot of help when I was stuck at a certain point. But until this year, I didn't realize that blogs could be used for something other than video games and conversations online. They can also be used to help me in different classes. I'm in a 9th grade bio class, and our most recent big project was to create a blog post on our class website, extremebiology.net. And this is my post. We get to choose our topic. Mine is marine biology. Really interested in that. So we had to pick different things that we're very interested in and share it with everybody. Now it's soon to be an assignment for us to comment on it and share our own insight on marine biology, or as some of the people did, sports and how they affect your mind. So blogs, go back to blogs in general, they help you with getting insight from everybody else, anybody who knows more than you. Maybe you can help correct people that don't know as much as you. And it's a really useful web application for anybody. They're also really easy to use and find. Most people have used blogs without knowing it. I know Facebook is not really a blog, but it's a social networking site, which is similar to blogs. So, can I just take this one step my blog? Okay. Oh, right. So, in preparation for writing our own blog posts, we had to email people that were well trained in the field. So I emailed a marine biologist, and I have the page. I asked a whole bunch of questions of stuff I didn't know about marine biology, anything I was interested in, and it would be up here. And it would be really great because everybody can see my conversation with this expert, and they can learn from my experiences. And that's the really great thing about blogs. Continuing blogs. Just to go back to my point, that blogs are really easy and useful. I created my own blog, blogspot.com, really great. It's really simple template. It has just a couple of questions on it that people can comment on. It has this post on it. If you want to check it out, it's sci-online project.blogspot.com. Just comment on it, whatever. I'd love to hear anything you have to say about marine biology or blogging in general. Another really great thing about blogs is that besides the information itself, it's really good to establish a personal connection with anybody, like anybody that's interested in the same thing you are. You teach each other everything. It's just a great thing to get used to. Is there any questions for me? Yes.
Yeah, I actually have two questions. One is, for those of us who may be out in the field as professionals writing blogs, it's of interest to us as to how you find the blogs that you actually read, whether it be for video games or science or whatever you might be interested in. Are you using Google? Is it friend recommendations? How do you find us so we know better how to find you?
I found a lot of blogs using Google, just Googling blogs or science blogs or anything like that. I've gotten a couple of recommendations from friends, and they've also used Google, which is really just the simplest thing to do. But that brings me back to another point, what draws our attention. And that really, I use Facebook all the time. It's really my favorite website on the internet. And it's really simple to use. It's everything straight to the point. There's a news feed, which is great. It shows recent posts, which is great because you can see things that you may be interested in, or other people may be interested in, all that stuff. Any other questions?
Yeah, my second question was actually, I was curious for you in the experience of writing. You've obviously written several, you've handed in papers that only the teacher sees. This assignment could have been done as a paper, but instead it was done as a public blog post. I was just curious about, did it change any of the way that you wrote it because you knew it was going to be up in a public forum and people would potentially be commenting and interacting on it?
If I knew that a lot of people were seeing this, a lot of professionals could be seeing this, I'd get the most reliable information possible, the best information, the most detailed. I'd write it a lot longer, a lot more detailed than it could have been if it was just regular handed paper. So just like kind of press on paper.
This is from Stacy, actually. How is your county, are the kids allowed to get on Facebook? Because I know in our county they block all of them.
Oh, I don't use Facebook in the classroom. There's this whole thing called Pygmy Treehouse at Beckford. You know, that to me, Facebook is a very social thing for the kids, and I don't know. There's other teachers who disagree with me, but with vlogging, you know, I approach it from a very planned method. I go directly to my administrators. I say, here's what I'm going to do. Here's why I'm doing it. Here's how I'm keeping the students safe. And I just want you to know this is how the project works. This is what the kids are going to get out of it. This is why it needs to be done. And if I approach them that way, then I usually get no resistance. And I always tell teachers the same thing. That's usually the best way to do. If you instead try to implement it without educating people about why it's such a great tool, I can speak firsthand that students' quality of work skyrockets when they're doing projects like this that they're going to publish online. So it's definitely a really great thing for teachers.
Sister, are you Mike? Yes. Sure. Okay. So I find it fascinating when you talk about we learn from each other as you do the research, the blogs, you're going back and forth. I think that for professionals in the field, the traditional view is that we broadcast because we know we're the experts, we broadcast to you. And I think it's really such a cool thing that you could actually teach. You're teaching us things as we interact in social media, which it is. I mean, it's a growing. That's what knowledge is. So it's really cool that you get that, and that maybe we'll figure it out.
Okay, thank you. We can ask more questions at the end. I want to move on to our next presenter.